Sick of the constant letdown every time you check what's left in your wallet? Let's rewrite that story. I've got a blueprint that can flip things in your favor, way faster than expected. Just don't blink, because the real gems are sitting quietly, where no one's even looking. Ready to drop your own coin and watch the hype explode? You're in exactly the right place. I'm breaking it down step by step, so everything feels smooth and direct. Heads up though, crypto doesn't slow down. Stall for a second and the window closes. First things first, let's check out what's going down on Pump Fun, because the scene there is totally wild. Tokens are launching left and right, but 90% of them flop before they even get going. Any project with real potential, it disappears almost instantly. The early crowd, most of them have already dipped. Now it's just a flood of rookies tossing in cash without thinking it through. If this ain't your first time in the game, you can tell this isn't where the smartest moves are happening anymore. Meme coins are launching left and right these days, and honestly, it's pretty easy to disappear in all the clutter. What really matters is figuring out how to stand out, so your project doesn't just blend into the background. Let's be real, random shots in the dark won't cut it anymore. You need a proper system that can deliver solid returns, and that's where Radium comes in. Put it side by side with Pump Fun, and you'll see the difference. More stability, cleaner flow, and way more control. Those liquidity dumps everyone panics about? They're actually part of a bigger play that most don't even understand. I'll explain how you can use that to cash in. Now that everything's slowing down slightly, this might be your chance to bring a token to life. There are coins taking off everywhere right now. But here's the thing, if you're trying to do this with zero code knowledge, you're asking for a headache. Getting this running is way easier than people think. I've tested a bunch of different tools, and honestly, Moontool just vibes with Radium smoother than anything else I've tried. The community's been buzzing about it, and the coolest part is, you don't have to touch a single line of code. I'll walk you through step by step, so nothing feels confusing. Before moving forward, you've got to lock in a solid look for your token. Jump into Canva, set the canvas size to 128 by 128 pixels, and pick an image that really stands out. Doesn't matter if it's goofy, weird, or totally random. The point is that it sticks in people's heads. For me, I'm going with this hilarious cat picture. Drop it in the center, save it, and boom, your coin now has some real character. First step in Moontool is simple. Connect your wallet. I stick with Phantom since it's quick and straightforward. Enter your token's name and symbol. Here, I'm using what the for the name and for the symbol. When you hit the description section, type a short, catchy line that sticks in people's heads. Upload the image you prepped earlier. Tap Next, and your setup is already rolling. Alright, time to talk about tokenomics. This layout has worked again and again for successful launches. It's not just guesswork. It's a setup that's shown results. Go with a total supply of 1 billion tokens. That's the sweet number. Click Next and keep pushing forward. After that, you reach the creator setup. You'll be offered to pay 0.1 Sol for added extras. This isn't necessary. You can pass on it just fine. I'd suggest saving your Sol for a more useful moment later, so just click that green button. You'll reach the social info section now. If you've got links to Twitter, a website, or Telegram, go ahead and drop them in. But don't stress. Your coin still gets decent exposure on Radium, even without filling these out. I wasn't ready with mine, so I just moved on. It's not mandatory at all. This screen is key. It decides how much control you hold on your token post-launch. You'll see 3 toggles here, and if you mess with them incorrectly, it could backfire big time. Freeze being on means wallets can get locked, which makes users nervous. Minting left on suggests you can print tokens forever. And if update access remains, people will think you might change the token later, which damages trust. The smart choice? Keep everything as is and press Launch my token now. Last stretch. Your wallet will ask you to approve a few transactions. Just click confirm on all of them. Simple as that. Once done, your token's minted and out there on the blockchain. That's a solid payoff for the effort, wouldn't you say? That's what commitment brings. Right after your token is finished, select the last button in Moontool so SolScan pops up. That's the spot where you verify the contract is safe and working perfectly. Once you've confirmed it all, the next step is to create your liquidity pool and push your token live. Liquidity is the engine behind your token. Without it, trades can't even get off the ground. In Moontool, click the second option to launch Radium's liquidity setup. Connect your wallet. I roll with Phantom because it's fast and consistent. If it doesn't hook up automatically or you're running a different wallet, use the small button in the upper right to connect manually. Grab your contract address from SolScan or just copy it from Moontool for ease. Paste it into Radium, type in your token symbol and name. Mine here are huh and what the. Then tap Add User Token, and your full 1 billion supply will instantly appear. The very first step is to load 900 million tokens into your liquidity pool. This is what kicks life into your token. Choose SOL as the pair token, and double-check is applied properly. Add some SOL of your own too, with 0.4 to 2 being the golden zone. Always hold back at least 0.2 SOL for fees so you don't get stuck. Set your fee rate at 2%. That way you get steady trades while still pulling in solid returns. You're not stuck with just one fee setting. It's flexible. Personally, I roll with 2% since it keeps the trades moving while still giving decent profits. But you can always trim it down to 1% or even 0.5% if you want slimmer cuts. Pick the rate that matches your style. After that, hit Initialize Liquidity Pool. Confirm the wallet prompts, and boom, your token is live on the market. Take a moment to go to Photon and confirm the Radium CPMM setting is active. If it's disabled, you might not see your token populate in the menu. Against Pump Fun, Radium wins on reach and durability, because Pump Fun coins often drop off fast. Stick around. The next phase is where we push real scale. It's time to see your token live. Get your token address from Moontool or SolScan, your choice. Then open Dex Screener to check how your coin's doing. Just click any token there, replace part of the URL with your token address, and your chart will appear. You might spot some bot trades early on, but when the chart starts moving up, that's a good sign your coin is catching on. Keep an eye here. I've got a little extra to show you next. Head over to Radium and open the Portfolio tab to check your liquidity position. Make sure you're sitting under the liquidity section. If the numbers don't pop up right away, don't stress. It can take up to 50 minutes for Radium to refresh. Just hang tight. We'll circle back here soon, but first let's peek at the chart again. Okay everyone, as you can see, this graph has exploded. It has reached the moon. As you can see, liquidity has already reached $450 in almost an hour. This currency attracted a lot of attention. We got a lot of purchases, a lot of sales. It was incredible. With that said, it's time to keep moving, so stay tuned to see how we take our treasure. Collecting rewards is simple. Open Radium and double check that your wallet is connected. Hit the little button in the corner if not. From there, stay in the Liquidity tab, scroll to your liquidity position, and select minus. That's how you quickly remove your tokens. We're going for everything here. Move that slider straight to 100%. You don't want to leave any Solana behind. That's your reward. Once it's set, click Remove Liquidity, sign off in Phantom, and you're good. The rest is handled automatically. If you're really trying to chase those big wins, this strategy just hits harder. No cap. Around 90% of projects using this setup catch serious traction fast. We pulled it off in a few minutes flat. So imagine the potential if you keep the momentum going or pivot to something fresh. The early crowd always gets the biggest bag, while the latecomers end up scrambling. Double check your setup and move quick. Timing is everything.